Hey everybody, welcome back to another 10-minute Marvel video. Yeah, it's a twofer today. First, Greg has his video on some fan castings he has for Valeria and Franklin Richards, and I want to talk about, well, this image here from Ryan Reynolds, as well as this one, and what it might be telling us about Deadpool and Wolverine. So, you can see from that flag, it's the Avengers flag. I haven't really seen the Avengers have a flag anywhere, but it's an Avengers flag with an Anarchy A over the top of it. What does that mean? Well, I have an idea, and this is one that has popped up other places as well. I watched a video that New Rockstars and Eric Voss did on this, not before I was thinking about this video, but as part of kind of my thought process around it. Because if we have this flag, what is that trying to tell us? And I think most likely it's telling us we're going to have an Avengers team of some sort. What that team looks like, I think that's going to be what's interesting. I think we're going to have an Avengers team. We're going to have Deadpool put together this multiversal team to take on the threat within the void. To take on Charles Xavier's twin and her crew. We've seen Pyro, we've seen Toad, the video I did yesterday had Sabretooth in it. So we've seen a number of the characters that are going to make up this bad side. But what we haven't seen at all yet are the characters who are going to make up the good side. So, who has Deadpool recruited for the Anarchy Avengers? And I'm just calling the Anarchy Avengers. It could be Avenger Anarchists, Anarchist Avengers, Avengers of Anarchy, something like that. I think this is going to be characters that were pruned for some reason or another. They're in the void. In fact, Deadpool and Wolverine may not put this team together. It might be a team that already exists there. So, we're going to piece together a few likely ones, and then maybe a few less likely ones. I think first likely one is Elektra. We know that Jennifer Garner is in the film. That was one of the earliest confirmed characters to be added. Elektra. So, I think that one's kind of a slam dunk. She's going to show up on the side of good at some point in time. Yeah, she's a character who's sometimes grayish, oftentimes bad, but for a return like this in Deadpool and Wolverine, I think she's going to be part of this Anarchy Avengers. Next up is going to be Storm. Now, Storm, not traditionally an Avengers character. Definitely much more of a mutant, X-Men. But around the time when the filming started, Halle Berry posted on her Instagram a shot of her with not the exact Storm haircut that she had, but something reminiscent of that, and with the white hair. So, I think that's a character. Now, after that, we're diving into a whole lot deeper speculation. And these are rumors, guesses, stuff like that. I do think there's another one that is set, but I'm not actually going to say that one because it's been confirmed that the character's in the movie, but not Marvel confirmed that that character's in the movie. So I don't want to be the person to be like, oh yeah, that character is showing up because of a leak. So we're going to skip that character. And then let's go into, like I was saying, those deeper speculation ones. Now, one I think that could be fairly likely, or fairly likely I say, has a chance, would be Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man. Spider-Man's an Avenger. We've already seen him come back, especially if it's not a super long cameo. In this, I think it could work. And there have been rumors going around that Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, is going to be showing up in several things. So the rumor has always been Secret Wars, but what if he shows up here first? And then maybe even in Avengers 5 or Spider-Man 4. He's a character that we could say, well, even though Doctor Strange undid the spell in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, something had irreparably been damaged in Tobey Maguire's universe, in that Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man universe, that now that one got destroyed, the TVA took out to protect the sacred timeline, whatever it might be. Another one here would be Chris Evans, not as Captain America, not as like an old Cap who's been living on the moon, but as Johnny Storm. I think it'd be a fun nod to the fact that he's played two different Marvel superheroes. And not small Marvel superheroes. So to have Deadpool reference the fact that, make some comment about, like, can't figure out who, or can't figure out which America's ass is. Or we get the introductory shot of Johnny Storm just is an ass shot. And Deadpool's like, ooh, Captain America. And Johnny turns around and goes, who? I think that could be, that would make sense in terms of the comedy. So, Tobey Maguire, Chris Evans, I think those are reasonable ones, but purely guesswork. The biggest pull, and I honestly think there's basically a null percentage chance of this happening, but it would be one of those, like, maybe just for a little bit, a really brief cameo, and it's a role that could be filmed without having to have the actor there and just record the dialogue for it. But one of the choices for Tony Stark, Iron Man, originally was Tom Cruise. So, is there a chance that as part of Deadpool's Anarchy Avengers, that we could get a Tom Cruise Iron Man? And just maybe like the superior Iron Man suit. Don't even see Tom Cruise. Maybe we get something like one of the kind of from the heads-up display, or from behind the heads-up display, but never walking around outside the suit. So it'd be easier to keep under wraps. Could we have something like that? Or is there another character that could make a return? So this be a stretch. I'm not sure that he'd be up for it, but Terrence Howard War Machine? That's even more concretely tied to the MCU. It is a recasting that happened. Could it happen here? So, let me know your thoughts. Which makes the most sense to you? Leave that down in the comments below. Do you have an idea of somebody that I might have missed that really should be part of this Anarchy Avengers team? And if you know what that one leak is, keep it out of the comments, please. But with that, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the videos that we do here, check out our podcast as well. 10-Minute Marvel Podcast comes out every Tuesday. You can find us over on iTunes, YouTube Music, Spotify, or wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcasts from. But with that, we'll see you next time.